A 95-year-old Italian man who has been in the UK for 68 years has been asked to prove he is resident in the country by the Home Office in order to remain after Brexit. Antonio Finelli came to the country in 1952 when he answered an appeal for immigrant labour.
Here's a summary of the article.
A 95-year-old Italian man who has been in the UK for 68 years has been asked to prove he is resident in the country by the Home Office in order to remain after Brexit, despite receiving the state pension for the past 32 years. He was welcomed with 1 week's advance wages and a sandwich when he arrived at Folkestone Harbour, but almost 70 years later says he has been forced to supply 80 pages of bank statements to prove his right to stay in the UK. He was asked for proof that he had been in the country for 5 consecutive years when he applied for the EU settlement scheme, but the Home Office app said it could not find any record of him. What I find unacceptable is that Mr. Finelli has been living here for 70 years. He has been here all his life. He worked for 40 years and, after 32 years, received his pension. He is a good fellow, a good citizen, and came before freedom of movement, but still has the burden of providing proof of residence. He has been here all these years, but the system treats him as if he doesn't exist. Why? Said Scarlato. Finelli is the second case in a week of elderly EU citizens struggling with the settled status application which all EU and EEA citizens need to complete in order to stay in the UK after June next year. Imagine an elderly person who doesn't have his name on any bill and has no proof of residence, and they have been here all these years, and they get to their 80s and 90s and are asked to prove they have been here for 5 years. Alberto Costa, a Tory MP and longtime champion of EU citizens, said he had in the past repeatedly raised with ministers the expected problem with digital records for vulnerable and elderly people who may need to prove their residence even though they have been here for 50 to 60 years.
This post received a score of 60,139, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Off topic, but he looks amazing for 95.
Now you mention it, that is a bit fishy. Should probably deport him just in case.
It's all the tomato sauce, keeps the blood flowing.
Olive oil lubricates the arteries.
This is scientifically proven. Health benefits, that is, not necessarily lubrication.
Field reports indicate that olive oil has lubricating properties, if in a bind and in need of lubrication.
I'll supply my own lubrication, thank you very much.
Okay, you, virgin_dildo_lover, a little of that Evo and you'll be a extra virgin dildo lover.
The Home Office needs to learn to prioritize. Right now it looks more like it's going after low-hanging fruits in order to boost its numbers.
100% this. They did it with employment amongst other things, now this.
Tax evasion investigation too. It's a lot cheaper to go after thousands in welfare abuse than fight for billions in high-earner tax fraud.
Good day, it says here that you're broke, and can't afford legal representation, is that right? Excellent. In that case, we are informing you that we will be garnishing your wages for back taxes, beginning today. We appreciate your compliance.
Good day, your current balance is 10 pence. You have run out of money. Please get some money in your account. Because you've run out of money, we'll be taking money you don't have out of your account, so you'll need to give us that back later. Yes, negative money is a thing, stop asking questions. Yes, this negative money counts as real money for us, and we can totally lend it to other people at a profit despite not actually existing. You will receive this automated email every day until you return the money that you didn't have that we took from you.
Good day. Because you haven't come up with the money that we charged you for not having within 24 hours, this machine has now eaten your bank card and you're now responsible for going inside to speak to a human person because of this unfortunate incident. Your credit has been affected and you're now unable to even just purchase a mobile phone contract plan without a lump sum down payment, all to ensure that this behavior isn't repeated. Please see one of our tellers for more assistance, or, if you'd rather, the bank machine will spit out a cyanide pill for your pleasure and comfort.
They don't want you to die. They want you to live the rest of your life in debt, the longer the better.
They don't much care one way or another. We're all just entries in a spreadsheet, and all they want is for the totals to look good.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to Speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.